Hello friends, I am CA Rashi Maheshwari. Today we'll discuss the most important topic under GST, that is supply. This is so important because GST is leviable on supply of goods and services. Now supply is explained under section 7, subsection 1, clause A, B, C and subsection 2. What does section 7 subsection 1 clause A says is all forms of supply of goods or services made or agreed to be made for consideration by a person in the course of furtherance of the business. That means there are 5 important components to be called a transaction as supply. First, there has to be either goods or services. It should be made or agreed to be made. That means advances are also covered. For consideration, by a registered person, fourth condition, and fifth, it is for in the course of furtherance of the business. However, by virtue of notification number 66/2017, government exempted if advance payment is received against goods leviable to GST. That means if advance payment is received for goods, it is not leviable to GST. However, if it is received against services, then it is leviable to GST. First, let us understand what is the definition of services. Services means anything other than goods, money and securities, but includes activities relating to use of money or its conversion. Say for example, I have converted my rupees to US dollars through foreign exchange. Now foreign exchange would charge me some commission, so that part of the commission is leviable to GST, not the whole amount. Second example, say for I have I have given payment for making a DD to bank. Now bank would charge its commission. The amount of the commission is chargeable to GST. Now one of the important component is consideration. So consideration means any payment made or agreed to be made whether money or otherwise in respect or in response to or inducement to the supply of goods or services or both. This excludes any subsidy paid by either central government or state government, or it also includes the monetary value of any act for forbearance of any act. However, it excludes subsidy given by central government or state government. Now we'll discuss section 7 1B. Import of services. Import of services for consideration whether or not in the course of furtherance of the business. Now, say for example, I am taking services for my residential house from US. I am paying consideration for the same. Now, am I taking for furtherance of the business? No, this is for non-furtherance of the business, but I am paying consideration for the same. GST is leviable on it. It is under subsection 7 clause 1, subsection 7 1B. Now we'll discuss section 7 1C. Activities in schedule 1 made or agreed to be made without consideration. That means even if the amount is paid for furtherance of the business but without consideration, that is again it is exception to 7 1A. Without consideration, then also GST will be leviable on the same. So we'll now discuss schedule 1. What does schedule 1 includes? First, the permanent transfer or disposal of the business assets where ITC has been availed. We'll take one example of it. Say for example, I am a cloth merchant. I have purchased a cloth. I have taken ITC on the same. Now I have given to my brother. I did not take the payment from him. So is GST leviable on it? Yes, GST is leviable since I took input tax credit. There are two options, either levy the GST or else reverse the input tax credit. Second, supply of goods or services or both between related person or distinct persons. Now, distinct person means, say for example, I have two units, one in Maharashtra and another in Orissa. I am supplying goods from Maharashtra to Orissa. This is considered as distinct person under GST, though the units belong to same person, but since they are under different states, they have different GST and GST is leviable on it. Or maybe to a related person, then also GST would be leviable on it even if it is without consideration. Now third point, supplies between principal and agent or vice versa. That means if the principal is selling goods via agent or to agent, is transferring goods to agent without any consideration, or agent is transferring goods to principal without any consideration, then too GST will be leviable on it. Services imported by the taxable person from related person in the course of furtherance of the business. That means if I take services, say for example my brother is in US, I take services from my brother for my residential house. This will not be livable to GST since the payment paid by me is not for furtherance of the business. However, if the same services I take, say for example, for construction of my office, then it is for the furtherance of the business, and though I did not pay any consideration to him since he was my brother, but GST is leviable on it. Now the question arises, how the GST will be levied? That we'll discuss further in point of taxation rules. And however it will be levied on RCM basis. Now we'll discuss section 7 2A. Activities not to be treated as goods, neither to be treated as supply of services. That is, there are some list of services that are given or goods that are given in schedule 3 which will not be considered as goods, neither supplies, therefore GST will not be levied on these services. What are these services? Let us see. These services are services provided in the course of employment, by tribunal, functions performed by the members of the parliament, duties performed by the person as chairman, member, director of the body established by the government, services of funeral, burial, mortuary, including transportation of their dead bodies, actionable claim other than lottery, gambling or betting, activities performed by the central, state or local authority engaged as public authorities. Now, there are few list of goods wherein it is not leviable to GST by the government. That is alcoholic for liquor consumption, petroleum, crude oil, high spirit diesel and motor spirit. This is all about supply. Thank you.